few people to come on and we will be going. So this is just readings and chat, okay? It is nothing special, okay? So we'll see. If you would like, I'm just setting up my computer. If you would like a reading, just, yeah, comment. If you want to discuss something, comment. So, yeah, all good. Anyway, here in Sydney, it's a glorious, glorious day. I know, my hair's really messy. One thing I don't do is look after my hair. Bit breezy, but beautiful day. My family's out at the markets, which is why I can do this inside. Okay, so all good. All right, Martha. Okay, Martha reading. All right, let me see. Martha, I feel like your guides want you to connect a lot more, a lot deeper. And I really feel that controlling your mindset is really difficult. You've got so much going on in your life that actually settling down and controlling your thoughts while you're trying to connect is something that you really need to focus on. And you can do this with a basic, simple exercise. And everybody can do this, okay? I do it when my mind's all over the place. Imagine yourself in a dark room, and a really dark, pitch black room, and the room is really, really big. And there is a small white light at the other end of the room, and the more you focus, the smaller that light gets. As soon as your focus starts to drift, your mind comes back to that light, and the light gets bigger. So focusing on the light, the more you focus, the smaller it gets. The less you focus, the bigger it gets, if that makes sense. Other than that, you're doing pretty good. Just a little less judgment of yourself. That's really, really important as well. So just be mindful of self-judgment. You don't want to judge yourself or your situations. Just what you're learning from it. Just take what you can get from the situation and yourself, the parts of you that you don't like. Okay? So really focus on not judging yourself. Okay? That's very important. The Synergy Show. Hey, you're amazing. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Judy. Okay, I won't be able to get through everybody today. I'll get through as many as I can. I've got about half an hour, so we'll see how many we can get through. Okay. Judy. I've got two mythical creatures coming through. Well, they're not really mythical. If you look at the different dimensions, they're actually real. A unicorn and a dragon. Okay, the unicorn is like a silvery white. Big stallion. He's about 20 hands. He's absolutely enormous, beautiful, big, majestic creature, being. He's not a creature, he's a being. He wants to convey a message to you. Trust yourself. Okay, you do have what it takes. You do have what it takes to create the reality that you want to live. Okay, he's really trying to get that across to you, like self-confidence. Okay, so important you have that confidence within yourself to move forward, because you're going to need it. Okay, now with the self-confidence issues, it's really important to get rid of the beliefs about yourself that no longer serve you. Okay, and that's that I can't, or I'm not good enough, I don't have enough experience, what if I fail? Stuff all that, stuff it. Get yourself together, throw all that shit out the window, and just go and do it. Okay, just go and do it. Get some courage and just simply put yourself out there and go and do it. Alrighty, you'll be so glad you did, just by simply getting some courage. Now the dragon, he's coming through and he's clearing your path for you. And he's saying it's all there open, ready for you to grab the bull by the horns, so to speak. Yes, and my guides just came in and grabbed the bull by something else that we won't mention here. Typical my guides, they always got to add in a bit of, corny humor. Okay, so just, you've got everything, so go and do it. There's nothing stopping you except you, okay? And, yeah, go for it. Hey, Sandra. Okay, Nicole would love a reading. Okay. Nicole, I've got a German Shepherd that's morphing into a Rottweiler, that's morphing into a Doberman, which is turning into a bloody big monster of a dog. It just keeps getting bigger and bigger, more and more scary. I feel he is one of your guides. Okay, he's coming through protecting you. He's keeping all the evil and the negativity at bay. But he says that he's going to back off a little bit because it's time that you started keeping the negativity at bay yourself. Okay, so he's going to back off and allow you to actually start stretching your wings and looking after yourself for a while. Okay, he said he says, I've taken you so far. Now it's time for me to push my puppy out of the basket. He was going to say nest, or was that my brain going to say nest? I don't know. Either way, he's pushing his puppy out of the bed, out of home, and allowing you to see what you can do. Okay. I've also got a young puppy coming through, and this puppy is bringing the message through. Play with your inner child. Okay. Play with your inner child. Be yourself. You really need to start enjoying being a child again, that childlike mentality, not be so adult. Okay, he's saying don't adult. There's nothing impressive about being an adult. Play, keep your inner child. And he says that's how we live forever. You keep your inner child and keep having fun. Okay, go dance naked in the rain under the moonlight. If it's raining, then you know what I mean. The clouds would cover the moonlight. You know what I mean. Okay, just go and have fun. Go and do the bonfire in the forest with a group of friends and do some meditation or prayers, some chanting. Call the elementals. Okay, call the elementals. They want to connect with you, so call them. Make sure you watch the trees and around waterways in the forest. Okay, feel them. You will feel them before you see them. You will only see the elementals if they trust you and if you are ready. So you start feeling them first, and you'll feel like you've got eyes on you. You'll be creeped out a little bit, but no, it's not a bear or a jaguar or lion or whatever country you live in that has those big, scary, killing creatures. Okay, it's the elementals. They'll look after you and protect you, but you need to feel them first. Be open to them. Okay, so go on and, yeah, have fun. Okay. Heidi, I would love a reading. Okay, Heidi, I'm being shown a red car. Okay, this red car, when I see a red car, it means usually that there's something wrong with the car. For most people, a red car symbolizes that they drive too fast and they need to, or they're in the fast lane, they need to slow it down. For me, it means there's a blockage, a red flag. And for a red car, it's always about a car. Okay, so just keep an eye on your transport, your car. I'm getting this little clanging noise that's coming from the engine. It almost sounds like it's actually coming from the rear of the car, but it's actually coming from the engine. There's like just something loose or something there. Okay, so just take notice of that. Also, I do actually feel that you need to slow down with your thinking a little bit. Okay, take a break. Have a 10-minute rest. Okay, take a day off social media and go swimming, go hiking, go sitting in the park and have a picnic. Okay, not many people have picnics anymore. Go and have a picnic, even if it's just with yourself. Go and grab a nice salad roll from the local sandwich bar and go sit in the park for a couple of hours. Just you, your sandwich, and grass, nature, watching the world go by. Okay, now when you have your picnic or when you go into nature, don't take your phone or turn it off. Take it because in case something happens, but turn it off. Okay, don't be distracted by phones. If you want to read a book, go read a book. Okay, but not social media. Okay, social media destroys your connection with nature. Okay, but yeah, slow it down, slow your thinking. Okay, hop in the slow lane for a while. You'll be so glad you did. Okay, Anne, sorry, I'm not even going to try and pronounce your last name. This is why I got out of pathology and nursing. I can't pronounce people's names. Anyway, Anne, that comes after Heidi and before Spanish Lady. Okay, alrighty. Let's see. Anne, I've got a horse coming through for you. It's a big Shire. It looks like a gelding. For a split second, I was shown his groin, so I know it's not a stallion because he doesn't have much up there and in there or there. But he is a gelding, which tells me that he's on the right path. Okay, now this is you. Okay, you're on the right path. How I get to that conclusion from a gelding that you're on the right path, I have no idea. I'm just opening my mouth and words are coming out. So, okay. Sometimes those words, yeah, I'd rather not say, but whatever. Okay, so you're on the right path and keep doing what you're doing, but you do need to connect deeper in your meditations. Okay, deeper. I do feel that there is a spiritual retreat, okay, or some kind of spiritual gathering that you actually go to that's like a retreat, okay, that's in your vibrational field, whether it's something you're doing or something you attend or are planning to attend. This is in your vibrational field. I want to say that when you go to spiritual classes, development circles, you need to develop your own style, your own connection. And this happens with Reiki. I teach you how I do it, okay? But you need to develop how you do it. So once you've got the basics, just go ahead and follow the guidance of spirit, okay? That's really important, that you just follow the guidance of spirit and not take on what other people are doing. So just learn the basics, and then once you've got the basics, then you can smooth it over and develop your own way of doing things, okay? And then you can pass that on to people that's starting as well. Alrighty, but with you, and I would say it's time that you became your own guru, okay? And not rely or, take on what other people say. It's time that you started really receiving and trusting the information that you receive, okay? Not what other people tell you, okay? Spanish lady. Okay, I had a great image of a beautiful Spanish woman in their traditional dress, dancing around and twirling. Absolutely gorgeous. I want to say, Spanish lady, that when you were a child, I felt that there was a little bit of bullying happening there, whether that be from family or from the community or school or something. That's really helped you grow into a beautiful, independent person. It's really a beautiful transformation when people that have been bullied actually become the most powerful, independent people. And it is so important that you recognize this and you acknowledge the beauty within you, okay? The beauty within you. Now, you can do this by sitting in front of a mirror, through sitting in meditation, through sitting in nature, just acknowledging that you are where you are today. You are who you are today because of your past. And sometimes not everybody has a beautiful past. Sometimes we have the worst kind of past possible, but it is so important to recognize the beauty in those worst parts of your history, of your life, so that you can actually use them to move forward, which you are doing. I also see a wonderful Okay, I've just been shown a wonderful image of you actually camping with a bunch of friends or a group of women, and this is a ladies gathering, okay, a ladies only gathering. And it's a wonderful camping trip. You've got the most beautiful, I want to say, glamping tents, not just like the little two-person tent that I have, but a proper, I can't even get my word out, a proper glamping tent. This is like a weekend away, and it is a spiritual weekend away, but it's more of the divine feminine is what I want to say. And the divine feminine is something that all women and men, because everyone has both masculine and feminine energies within them, that's our twin flame, it's really important that you recognize the divine feminine. Okay, so enjoy enjoy that time with your group of friends or your gathering or whatever it is. You'll learn a lot, and don't be afraid. There's one of those times my guides step in and say things, but don't be afraid to strip down, okay? To strip down, because when we're in our natural skin, that's when you face many of your demons. That's when you face your own inner lack of confidence. Okay, it's when you strip down, because now you are completely exposed, both mind, body, and spirit. Okay, and that's when you make the most growth. If you can do it alone, that's really good. If you can do it in a group of people you don't know, that's even better. If you can do it in a group of people that you do know, you've just reached a whole new level of awesomeness. Okay, and that's when the growth really, really takes place, because you face so many different challenges when you actually strip down. Okay, so have fun with that. Okay, Lindy, hey Lindy. Brandon, how are you? Osgal69, a reading. Okay, Osgal. Apples. I'm being shown apples. Osgal69. Okay, lots and lots of apples. Not just one apple tree, but a whole orchard of apple trees. And the apples are just falling off. Falling off, falling off, falling off. Now, this is not an apple a day keeps the dentist away. This is abundance. Okay, this is absolutely abundance. Wherever you look, there's apples, apples, apples. You will never go without. You'll never go without. But you must trust the universe that you will never go without. Okay? Okay. It's really, really important that you trust. Okay? Now, the one thing that we all need to understand is that we all come here with a purpose into this physical life, into this reality. And sometimes we don't like it, and we don't like it for a reason, but it is our own creation. It is our own creation. Okay? Okay. Yeah. All right. So when we don't like what we're living through, like me, I'm really restless today because it's 2nd of July and I'm sick and tired of living in a negative motel. I want to get out of here. I want to get into the mountains and the farm and have all my horses and actually breathe some fresh air without hearing thousands of sirens going past every day, without hearing yelling and screaming from abuse. But this is the reality that I have created for myself to experience. Why? Because I know that in the future I'll be working with certain people that have come from the background that I'm now living, which enables me to help them because I've been through it myself. So when we don't like some of our past or the things we go through, we're actually we're setting ourselves up for the future. Okay, we're actually setting ourselves up to succeed in the future. It might just be something as simple as looking after a parent or a grandparent with dementia or mobility issues, because you may come across someone at a bus stop. You may be taking your dog for a walk and you see someone sitting at a bus stop, an elderly person, and they've lost their way because they have dementia or Alzheimer's and they don't know where they are. You have that compassion and that experience to help that person. So you might have gone through all that experience simply with your family member to simply help that one person. Just that one person. Okay, so every experience leads up to something. And once we understand, accept, and acknowledge this, then we can get through our experiences much easier. Okay? Michelle, Louise, and Dali, I think it is. Okay. Michelle, Louise. Okay, Michelle, I've just been shown climbing a tree. Is you and a young boy. Okay, you're probably, I'm really terrible with ages. That's why I didn't work with kids. I would say a 3-year-old's a 5-year-old and a 5-year-old's a 2-year-old. I'm terrible. From my really bad judgment, you look around 9, 10, 11, okay? And you're climbing this massive old tree with this young boy from your neighborhood when you were young. I don't know if this is, I think this is symbolic, okay? I don't feel that, oh, that's nice. You had to throw that in, didn't you? Okay. Get that image out of my head. All right, so that's not for you. I think it is for you, but it's not you. Thank goodness. Otherwise, I wouldn't be talking to you if it was you. Back on track. All right, so you're climbing this tree with this young boy and you're having a wonderful time. Now, what stopped me in my tracks was I saw a young man in his late teens, early 20s actually hanging from the tree with a rope around his neck. And I feel that this person was very good at hiding his feelings. Okay, he didn't want to appear weak. He wanted to really just be normal, and he thought that that was the only way. Instead of reaching out for help, that was the only way to get through the tough times. Now, I want to say with him, okay, whoever this young man is, if you know him, okay, he might be coming through for someone else. I don't know. I want to say with him that that was his, the way he chose to pass, okay, the way his spirit chose to pass. It wasn't that he couldn't handle life. It's that he chose that entire life and chose to pass that way. That was his experience, okay? So he's not stuck in the middle somewhere. He's not, you know, walking around Earth thinking, oh, where am I? I'm stuck. None of that. He's gone straight back to spirit in very high vibration. That was his chosen experience, okay? He's absolutely fine. But for you, Michelle, I've got a little tiny chihuahua that's barking and holding you up in the tree. Like a little guard dog won't let you down, but you do come down, and this little dog is so friendly. I feel this little dog is coming, okay, is coming to you, not one that has already been, but is actually coming to you. I don't see it's from a rescue organization. I see this may be something that you see on Facebook or social media or from a friend, something like that, but this little tiny little dog is coming to you, and it will open up your life. This little dog will teach you new ways of communication and new ways of empathy, compassion, and to care for animals. Okay, it's a high vibration animal, and it has a lot to share. Okay. Okay, Carol. Carol, I've just been shown a piece of paper, and it's got big A+ in the top right-hand corner with big red texter. And to me, when I see that, that symbolizes whatever you are learning, whether it be just for, you know, on the internet researching something, or you're doing a class, or you're studying something, you are on the right track and you're doing really well to keep going, okay? But whatever it is you're learning, you actually are not going to need in the future. This is just for your own learning, okay? It's just for you, alrighty? You're not going to need the information. That Spirit has something else planned for you, and it will knock your socks off in a good way, okay? It's a really good thing. You will be so pleased with how your life turns out, even though it may not be 100% right now, or not something you enjoy, but you definitely will have a wonderful time, okay? To prepare for what is coming, and you have no idea what's coming. That is so cool. Yes, they said, do not tell her. I'm sorry, they showed me. I just, yeah, accidentally picked that up. I think it was an accident. But yeah, it's really cool. So what you need to work on is telepathy. You need to work on energy connection, okay? Empathy, compassion, coming from the heart all the time, okay? And really being your authentic self, and control your thoughts, okay? Really control your thoughts. That's really important, okay? For where you're going and what you're doing, control up here is vital, absolutely vital, okay? You're going to have so much fun, okay? You are one very lucky lady, okay? So whatever you're learning now is brilliant, but just know that you're not going to need that in the future, because there's so much more for you coming. You don't need luck, because, yeah, I'm not going to say good luck, because you don't need it. It's amazing. So have fun. Okay. Veronica. Okay. Okay, Veronica. Veronica, I'm standing in the middle of a field, and if I keep looking up that way, I'm looking at the comments on the computer. So as I'm looking at each of your names, I'm actually tuning into that name. That's why I'm not looking at the screen much, okay? So I'm not being rude, I'm just watching the names, tuning in. I'm standing in the middle of a field, and I'm looking out over a very dark, thick forest, okay? Now in that forest, there are noises, which if that was me, I would be turning around and running for my life, screaming like crazy. Why? Because I'm a chicken shit. I'm chicken, okay? But you, I feel, have got to the point where you face your fears, and you would walk in because you know whatever's in there will not harm you, because you are protected and you can communicate with it. So good on you. Me, I would be out of there in a flash. But you, no, you go head on first, and yeah, you're very good. So I would hide behind you. Okay, now the noises in the forest are coming from the animals that you can hear. Okay, you're communicating with the animals and the forest itself, which is why you're not afraid. Okay, I'm just watching for my mum's car, because then I have to stop. Because you don't want to hear my mum and brother, they're so loud when they get back from shopping, from the markets. So it is um, the forest and everything that's alive in it, and the actual forest that you're communicating with. Okay, that's why I would run and you wouldn't. Okay, because you can hear them. Alrighty, and you go straight in. So you need to start communicating with the elementals. Okay, the elementals are really, and nature, Mother Gaia, are really drawing you into them. Yep, you could take that the wrong way, which my brain usually does. That's what happens when you work around racehorses. Your mind goes straight to the gutter. My apologies. Yeah, you need to connect to the elementals, okay? They will help you, alrighty? Boss Cub 123, that's an unusual name, pretty cool. Would love a reading, love and light, thank you. Now, love and light, okay. What many people don't understand about the term love and light, it actually came from the Pleiadians. Now, their meaning of love and light is very different to how we interpret it. So what I'm about to tell you will give you a whole different perspective on love and light, which may make you think twice before saying love and light. So according to the Pleiadians, and they're the ones that come up with this term love and light, love, procreation, light is information. So I wish you sex and knowledge. That's what you're saying to people. I wish you sex and knowledge, procreation and information. Okay. So now we've got that out of the way. Boss Cub, okay. Boss Cub, I'm getting the feeling that you need to go to where there is moving water. Okay, moving water. So a river, waterfall, the ocean, not like a lake where the water isn't moving. Okay, it has to be moving water. And they're telling me here you will find your frequency. Okay, because the moving water is energy. Okay, it's this energy that you will find your frequency. Okay, so really important that you start doing something near moving water. If you can't, meditation, imagining you're near moving water or in moving water is just as good, as long as you believe you're there and you really put yourself there. Then your body will respond to that. Your energy and frequency will respond to that. You don't actually physically have to go. It helps, but if you truly can meditate and put yourself there, then your body and energy will respond exactly the same way as if you were actually physically there. Also, I have a little kitten here for you. This little kitten is a guide. It's not a physical cat, okay? It's doing a bit of coughing and it's not feeling well in the tummy. So just watch your health, okay? Just watch your health. If you have had a bit of a cough, that's like for vampires. They're saying have a bit of garlic. I don't know. That's just what they said. Have a little bit of garlic and that will help you with your cough and the not feeling well. Okay, they're not saying anything else about that, just have a bit of garlic. Maybe they think you're a vampire. Or maybe they think you have a vampire around you. No, of course not. Okay, just making a joke. So, yeah, a bit of garlic, that will help. Okay, let me see. Helene, I haven't heard that name in a long time. That is a really beautiful name and it carries an amazingly beautiful frequency. Helene. It's really nice. Good day, Skye. So glad to see you today. Oh, thank you. Alison, hi, I would love a reading. Hey, Alison. Okay. Alison. Alison, I've got a father figure here for you. He feels like he could be a father, but I'm leaning more towards a grandfather. Oh. Alison, do you know if you have any ties to the a French royal family in your ancestors? That's what I'm getting. There's French royalty in your ancestors, or some connection to royalty. No, I'm getting a crown, so it is a connection to royalty as your ancestors, not just a connection to a royal family. So there's something to investigate. Okay, that'll give you something to have a look at. If you truly want to know, okay, you can go through all the records and all of that rigmarole. But meditation, okay, bring in the frequency of your ancestors, okay, and that's how you will genuinely find out. Can we prove that way? No. Do we need to? No. Okay. We don't need to prove that. We need to feel it. Okay. Feeling it. Because sometimes, just sometimes, you may be the incarnation of somebody else. So you may not have it in actual physical records, but your spirit may be the incarnation of a French royal family member. Okay. So just something to think about and have some fun with. Okay. Now your front door, for some reason I want to go and check it. Okay. And it's not locking properly. Okay. So just keep an eye on your front door. This is a physical door. Okay. So just keep an eye on the lock. It feels quite loose, like it's not locking properly. Okay. Keep doing what you're doing. You're on the right track. More meditation, more controlling of your thoughts and your mind, and deeper connections with yourself, especially. Okay. Cece, I would love a reading. Cece, I see you riding a horse, and this horse, you're riding bareback with no bridle, and you are galloping through the fields. You've got your hair blowing in the wind. You're free. Free. Okay. You're having a wonderful time. The horse is unbelievably stunning. Absolutely stunning. You're both free, and you're both free together. Okay, that's the important thing. You're free together. And now the horse is stopping, and I'm hearing voices and whispering. And this is the trees talking to you. Okay, this is the trees and the forest, bush, whatever part of the world you're in. Here in Australia, we call it the bush. Lots of other people call it the forest, whatever. Same thing. That's communicating with you. Okay, don't forget to pay attention to the little animals around you. So the ants, the rabbits, the birds, the spiders. Yeah, those dreaded spiders that always land on me at unexpected times. They're conveying messages to you. They're communicating with you. Okay, so open your heart. Okay, really open your heart and allow them in. Okay. Jolene. Thanks, Jolene. You just put that Dolly Parton song in my head. Jolene. Yep. Okay. Chris, you're gorgeous. May I have a reading? Oh, thank you, Chris. Okay. Okay. Chris, I just saw you wrapping a t-shirt around your fist and punching in a car window. So I don't know if this has happened or if this is symbolic. We'll just work with it. We'll just go with whatever. And it looks like there's a dog on the back seat. So I feel that you're very heart-centered with animals. Lots of animals coming through today. I did 2 readings this morning and it was all about animals. It was good. Keep that connection. Okay, keep that connection. I do see you talking to a horse and people look at you and go, oh, look at that crazy person. Yeah, no. You're not. Dr. Dolittle. Okay, that's what I want to say. Dr. Dolittle is coming your way, or rather you becoming Dr. Dolittle. Okay, you've got a really big heart. Just make sure you leave some heart for yourself. Okay, make sure you leave some heart for yourself. So important that you leave heart for yourself, because if you don't leave heart for yourself and you're not here, you can't look after others. So you need to be selfish to be selfless. Okay? So important. That's for everyone. You need to be selfish to be selfless. If you don't look after yourself and take care of yourself first, you cannot be there to take care of others. So important. Okay? Okay, where are we? Sandra, thank you for your teaching. We love you. Oh, thank you, Sandra. River for Life. Hi, it's great to see you again. Well, thank you. I wasn't actually going to do this morning. I'm just really frustrated with no funds yet, and I feel like punching something. It's like, rightio. Let's move on. Okay, Judy. Okay, let me see. Alrighty. Judy Cormier. I'm not even going to try second names. It's just, my brain doesn't do second names. Okay. Radio, Judy. Let me see. Judy, oh, yeah, okay. You're going to laugh at this. I want to go to your bathroom. I want to go to your bathroom. My apologies. Okay. I want to go to your bathroom and I want to go to the toilet and I'm seeing a leakage. Okay, a leakage. It's right at the bottom of the toilet and there's a slight leak and now it's getting bigger and bigger. Now it's a flood and of course there has to be turds floating around the bathroom floor. My guides just add that in for a bit of corny humor. Okay. Okay. Why didn't you say that instead of going to the bathroom? That's really weird. All right. They're saying the flood is coming. The flood is coming. The flood is coming. Do not panic when the flood comes, okay? Now, it's a flood of information. See what happens when you work with spirit. To get a flood of information, they go to a leaking toilet with turds all over the floor. Like, okay, it's a flood of information. All right. Do not try and not get overwhelmed with the information. Make sure you take time out. Okay, walk away from the information for a while and rebalance yourself. It's a very fine balance, especially when we're talking EBS and EAS, whichever way you want to pronounce it. For the awakened ones, we already know what's been going on, so there is actually no need to sit there and listen to it or watch it. There is no need. Okay. Where am I? There I am. There is no need for us to sit there and watch it or listen to it. We already know. So why lower your vibration and get angry and frustrated for something you've already known for quite some time? Okay, so when the EBS, EAS comes on and you just start hearing whatever, of course, we're all going to be interested. We want to see what it's all about. Once you get the gist of it, go outside. Go have a picnic with your family. Go for a walk. Go ride a horse. Go ride a bicycle. Go for a swim. Go for a hike. Turn it off. Watch some funny... Oh, you can't because the internet will all be the EBS. Do something funny. Read a book. Go and sunbake out in the garden. Go do a ritual with your girlfriends and your boyfriends butt naked around the fire. Go do something. Don't sit there and listen to it because you already know it. It's only lowering your vibration. Okay, so really important that not to be overwhelmed by the flood of information. Okay, all right, I will do 2 more. Okay, let me see. Let me just go back for a second. Okay, Lindy. That's where I'm up to. Lindy. Okay, Lindy Wagner. All right, Lindy, I see a big bear toy. It's a toy. It's not a real bear, thank goodness. It's a toy. It's like one of those big bears that people would sit in to scare the absolute crap out of their family member and children, which I would love to do, by the way. I need to get my hands on one of those bears. That would be so much fun. For those people who know me, you know that I like pranks. You know that I like to muck around and be stupid. Okay, I'm not one of these people that, oh no, I would never scare my family. Stuff that. I'll put the whoopee cushion and fill it with barbecue sauce or something. That's me. Okay, that's what I would do. Or put clear tape or Glad wrap across the doorway or something like that. That's That's me, hands down. Or hide in a tree and make really creepy noises in the middle of the night when my brother's going out to look for the horse that just broke out of the fence. Yeah, that's me. Not so nice when it's done to me, but yeah, you get what you give. So, yes, I see this really big, fluffy bear, okay? And I want to say that this bear wants to give you a hug, okay? It's giving you a hug and telling you it's okay. It's okay, and to not fear judgment, because you will be judged. You absolutely will be judged, simply because people don't understand. They don't understand you. They don't understand your path, and that's okay. They don't have to. This is your life. It's not theirs. Okay, you're living your life. If people want to judge you, let them. They're going to. Okay? And this is for everybody as well. Do not fear judgment. Fear not being your true, authentic self, because then if you are in fear of judgment from others, you are missing out on the life you came here to live. Who cares what other people think? Who cares what other people say about you? That's their reality, not yours. Yours is having a wonderful time living your life for the best, not worrying about what somebody else is saying. They don't have their shit together, so why would you listen to them? They really don't have their shit together, so why bother listening to them? No one's perfect. No one should want to be perfect. We're not here to be perfect. We're here to enjoy life. We're here to live and have a wonderful time and experience and love and cry and laugh and have just so much fun. So stop caring about what other people think and be yourself. And the people who love you will come to you. The people who don't understand you, let them go. They're not part of your reality. Okay? No one's opinion matters. Alrighty? Like when I get trolls, I'm like, okay. What makes you think I actually give a shit? Okay? So don't give a shit. Throw your hands up in the air. Take off all the masks that you're wearing and just say, this is me. You don't like me? See you later. Okay? Alrighty. Guys, I'm going to have to leave it there because my mum and brother just got back, which means I'm going to lose this feed because it's so noisy. Alrighty. I want each and every one of you to have a most wonderful day, and God bless everyone. Alright. Thanks, everyone. Bye.